Hey guys, Tim Ernst with TurnaroundFitness.com, and before I begin this video, I want to just apologize and let you guys know that I haven't posted a video in probably a couple months, and there's a very good reason for that. I've been really concentrating on creating more fitness courses, more fitness products for you guys, depending on whether you want to lose weight or you want to build muscle. I've actually been creating a ton of those. You may have never heard of a platform called Udemy. I've been kind of experimenting with it, and I'm actually getting some pretty good results. So I will leave a link in the description where you can check out my Udemy profile, and you'll see all the courses that I have to offer. They're really good courses. They're all on video, and I actually walk you through different things that you can do depending on your physique goals. So make sure to check that out, guys. But in this video, the other thing I've been doing is I've been creating some really good articles on my website. That's the other thing that I've been concentrating on. And that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. I think what I'll start doing is every time I write a really good article, I'll go ahead and upload a video here on YouTube, and I'll talk a little bit about it, and then I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description where you can actually read it for yourself. Now, some of these articles are going to be a bit controversial. They're going to go against everything you've ever heard. Whether you've heard from your buddies, Bro Science, or fitness magazines, these are going to be some of the articles that I'm going to be writing. So the latest article that I've written, as you can see here on my screen, is 3 studies debunking the 1-hour anabolic window. Now, when it comes to the anabolic window, I'm sure you've heard that a lot, where it's, after you work out, you need to get like a protein shake or something within 30 minutes, or you're not going to make gains. Now, I really want you to stop and think about that. Do you really think that, oh, if I miss getting in my protein shake after 30 minutes, I'm going to lose all my gains and that whole workout was for nothing? Now, think about that logically. Does that really make sense? Okay, well, in this article, I actually have studies that prove that you want to wait at least an hour or even more before you consume anything. Now, I know that goes against what you've probably heard, but here's the article right here. You can read it for yourself. These are studies that I've done. One of the things I talk about is cortisol. As you know, when you're working out, your cortisol levels increase, okay, because you're putting stress on the body. That's what cortisol is. It's a stress hormone. It happens for various times of the day. When you wake up in the morning, your cortisol levels are high, okay? So one of the things you don't want to do is consume a carbohydrate in the morning, because anytime you consume anything with high carbs, you're going to release a lot of insulin. So you don't want to increase insulin while your cortisol levels are high, because that's going to make it very difficult to lose weight and fat, okay? Another thing that causes cortisol levels to rise is when you work out, okay? Actually, a couple things happen. Your triglyceride levels are elevated and your cortisol levels are elevated. Now, that's actually a good stress. There's bad stress and there's good stress. When you're working out in the gym, you're creating good stress on your body, but there's still cortisol there, okay? So you want to wait to eat anything, because your cortisol levels are very high. So you want to wait a few hours, okay? Because if you don't, it's going to lead more to fat, okay? It's going to make it harder to lose weight if that's your goal. Now, if you're really struggling to gain weight, it's probably not going to affect you as much. The other exception to the rule is if you're training fasted, okay? If you fast all morning and you don't have your first meal until after your workout, then you could probably drink something within that 30 to 60 minute window, because you haven't eaten anything. So that may be the only exception to the rule, and I talk about that in this article. So I really would encourage you guys, I will leave a link in the description to this article, and really read it. There is actually science. I leave links referencing why you want to wait, and it has to do with triglycerides and cortisol levels. You really want to wait, okay? You're going to make better gains this way, and you are going to be able to lose fat faster. So really quick, here is the article here, guys. The other tip I talk about is, when you really stop and think about it, is that overall protein, carbs, fat consumption throughout the day is way more important than trying to fit your protein shake within the so-called anabolic window. Okay, that's way more important. If you're under in protein, fats, and carbs that you need to get in that day, whether you want to lose weight or build muscle, that's going to prevent you from reaching your goal. Okay, so overall consumption of your macros is going to be far more important than the anabolic window. The other thing I talk about, fact number 3, this is really good. It talks about protein synthesis. You could almost wait 4 to 6 hours before you have anything, believe it or not, or even 24 hours. So check that out. Check this article. I talk about how protein synthesis has a big play into all of this. So I'll go ahead and I'll leave the link in here, but if you come right up here, it's turnaroundfitness.com, 3 studies debunking the anabolic window. So I'll leave that link in the description, guys. Again, I'm probably going to be doing more videos about this because I'm really wanting to educate people and write really good articles. I tend to explain things a little better when I write an article as opposed to video. So make sure to check that link out, guys, and I will see you next time.